Okay, this is a short tour of my Honda CR-V MK2 Generation 2 camper car. The rear seats have been ripped out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give dimensions of things that I've built, because that's really useful if you've got the same vehicle. This basket is 20 centimeters diameter. This hand-built cabinet is made from plywood and mainly pallet wood. This bit's plywood painted. Curtain is Hessen. The cabinet is 110 centimeters from here to the other front. It kicks out here over the wheel arch and to make it a bit wider at this point. The depth of it is 28 centimeters. The reason for doing it like this with a curve and not bring it to the end is so that two people can sit very comfortably at this end of the vehicle against the door and their shoulders are not squashed. They have more space than just the bed width because shoulder space takes up more than the rest of the body. So that is the reason for not building the cabinet to the end. The reason why this cabinet is not built fully to that end is so that at the moment I'm in camper mode, but imagine the passenger seat is pushed back as it would be when driving, then the cabinet would be in the way. This provides space for the passenger, but there's plenty of space at the floor level, which I'll show you in a moment, because I'm going to show you in a moment the other side from the outdoor access, so you can see what's stored there. It's the fridge and things like that. I'm also going to build a little shelf at the top that clips up, a fold down shelf, so that the shelf can flip up when in camping mode, and that will give extra surface space, which would be for my heater in the winter and like my speaker for my radio. Just a little bit of extra surface space. Plenty of space here also. This is my serving hatch, meaning that when cooking outside you can access this shelf from the outside and push food and drinks through it, which I absolutely love. That's the dimensions of the cabinet. I'm sorry, I'm not, the height here I think is about 53 centimeters, but obviously you just make it to the height of this. These, so that you know what would fit on a cabinet like this of this width, these are 4 25 centimeter cubes. This is my little drink shelf, place my wine. The bed is 90 centimeters wide and 4 inches deep. It's just foam on the floor, and the floor's flat enough on a car like this that yeah, you can just lie on there. At the end there is actually a little tiny platform I've built. I'll show you. Actually, I'll just cut the video and go around and show you that. Okay, I'm back. So obviously on this side there is a gap where the chairs used to be, the footwell. All it is a piece of plywood, and then 2 legs, a leg at this end and a leg at the other end, and it's extra storage, so there's some extra cups and plates and stuff. But yes, it just keeps it firm. It's just resting. It's completely firm. It's not moving. Okay, so that's how I dealt with that. So very, very simple. Nothing super hard work. Very pretty. These curtains, I love them. The curtains are handmade. I've put a cute little lace trim on the edge, and they are lined. This is how I've handled the curtain pole. I've done this before and it's really quite effective. Metal coil wrapped around the end of a bamboo, tuck it into this headliner at each end. It's sturdy. You can trust that. This is the rear of the cabinet. I like to refer to this as the serving hatch. So if you were cooking outside, you could place people's food and drink onto this hatch, and then they can reach it from inside without having to walk into the vehicle with food and drinks in their hands. I've put the fridge here. I've raised it on a Hessen box that I've made. There's plenty of storage space here next to that for things. A 4 litres, I think that one is. 4 litres fridge. It's very cute. 1000 watt jackery, so obviously you can look online and see what the size of that is. A chopping board is here, though I've got extra ones. Pans and kettle. A cutlery drawer that I made from half a 5 litre bottle, and this is a fold-up bin that I line when I arrive. That sits outside with the outside kitchen, and next to that you'll see a paper bag that matches the scheme, and I'd call that the kitchen drunk drawer. It's got spare batteries, extra bungee cords, just things like that. So there's plenty of space here to add even more on top, like for instance, you could carry the water bottles. But I probably wouldn't want to tilt them like that with water in them, so they'll just go on the back seat when travelling. Okay, that's the rear hatch.